I'm somewhat early. It's called Living Responsibly. We'll show you affection, reppin' the cock connection, who specializes in imperfection.
Gonna get this party started. We know that you wanna be a part of this show that we're getting on now. Everybody is welcome to the showdown. Gonna sing, gonna talk, gonna smack down. Gonna laugh, gonna cry, talking downtown. Playing games, giving hope, gonna be renowned. Diggity what, you're on the rock now. Gonna get this party started. We know that you wanna be a part of this show that we're getting on now. Everybody is welcome to the showdown. Gonna sing, gonna talk, gonna smack down. Gonna laugh, gonna cry, talking downtown. Playing games, giving hope, gonna be renowned. Diggity what, you're on the rock now.
Swing your partner, do-si-do, don't ask us now, cause we don't know. Participate, ponderate. Come on now, let's start the show, cause the bunker's booming, Putin's looming, bust a jam with puppets grooving, cameras rolling, florals muted, down under a rock we go.
Gonna get this party started. We know that you wanna be a part of this show that we're getting on now. Everybody is welcome to the showdown. Gonna sing, gonna talk, gonna smack down. Gonna laugh, gonna cry, downtown. Playing games, giving hope, gonna be renowned. Diggity what, you're on the rock now. Gonna get this party started. We know that you wanna be a part of this show that we're getting on now. Everybody is welcome to the showdown. Gonna sing, gonna talk, gonna smack down. Gonna laugh, gonna cry, talking downtown. Playing games, giving hope, gonna be renowned. Diggity what, you're on the rock now.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, Wilson, it's to make things better.
No, it's so that you can fill your fat face.
No, it's so that we can spend more time doing the stuff we enjoy and making things better overall.
Yeah, that's the problem. The time we spend is perfect. Having to procrastinate, hold off on bigger things, is perfect.
Oh, it's exhausting. This is gonna allow you to be doing more trolling too.
Yeah, that's perk. But I just want to keep things as they are, you know?
No.
Lazy.
No, we're not getting
Yes.
anywhere. Maybe we should, talk about it with the rest of the team.
No.
Whatever. Hey everyone, I'm Floral from Under a Rock, and you're, with us here under a rock. And today, we're trying to celebrate mediocrity by, being a little bit different and trying not to be all that mediocre. But speaking of mediocre, we got the one and only Punkwaddle. Punk? Well, that's a great start. Apparently, he dropped out. So, we got the one and only Mrs. Flu. How's it going, Mrs. Flu?
It's going well. Hello.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm so glad. We're on the big push for monetization. So, YouTube keeps fighting our.
Yes.
We're currently at like 2,400 hours. So, what we're hoping is that maybe by the end of the night we'll at least gain 30 hours. So let me win, right?
And how many more do we need?
Oh, like, I don't know, 600. So, but
Watch our stuff, guys. Watch our stuff.
time than or a lot less time left than it was a month ago, because a month ago
Yeah.
we're only at like 1,800 hours. So some of you guys have been so faithful and so awesome. So we thank you so much for your watching those playlists and doing those things, because we're so close to getting there. So if you guys could like and subscribe and do all those kinds of fun things, help push us over the edge, that would make you the heroes and us,
Happy.
present. But yeah. But speaking of present and happy, we got some people here in the background with us. We got
Yes, we do.
Yep, we got a longtime guest, friend of the channel, who's given us love and support over the years, and his name is Culture Casino.
Hey, greetings, friends. How are you?
Oh, we're doing pretty
Hi.
good. How are you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm glad to be here to celebrate Mediocrity, and there's no place more mediocre than right here.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
We have the most mediocre guests and
Mm.
panelists.
I know. There's
wonderful.
one backstage
Celebrate.
right now. That's right. Yeah, the
Yeah.
most mediocre person I know, just waiting
Yeah.
backstage.
Yeah, and mediocre because we're not sure if they're like a mainstream media shill or if they're a friend. So speaking of which, we'll bring them in, Valiant Renegade.
It's so great to be here. I've always wanted to be part of the Muppet Show, but I'll settle for this.
Well, that's kind of how the rest of us roll. So
Well, mediocre and settling are hand in hand.
Well, I figured it would work for
They're
the theme
good
of the
spuds.
show.
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. And I mean, if you really think about it, at this point, we're really no worse than the Muppets. So
Yeah. So it sounds like our friend Punk had to reboot his computer. He'll be on in a few.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
no-
being on
Because,
top of that.
embracing our mediocrity here.
Yep. So, anyway, we want to say hello to the chat, and so it's been a busy chat today. I'm not.
Bad
this,
chat.
this is why Punkwaddle usually does this because
Bad chat.
there you go. We got David Glenn. Oh, and actually, Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs. She was actually the first one in the chat earlier. So, hello, Courtney. David Glenn. Hope you're doing well. Kitty Bear. Have you been waiting 9 hours like me? Well, thank you, Kitty Bear, for being faithful and waiting all of that time. JB Spooky Reviews. He's been waiting on this for weeks, and for good reason. For good reason.
Yes.
Yep. So
Hopefully they
he's-
watched some of our things for those 9 hours.
Well, I know Kitty Bear's been faithfully watching, so he's
Yeah.
been updating me regularly. We got, and then JB, he's actually in the video today, a little bit later. Whoa, Culture, you have a face
And a blue
Dude.
screen.
and a blue screen.
He's joining the crowd.
And it's like a digital blue screen. It's not even like really blue, really. What are you waving at?
I don't know. I'm waiting for them. I mean, should we do the bit from Whose Line Is It Anyway, where Colin Mockery had to stand in front of the green screen while they did the newscast and he had to guess what was going on?
yeah.
I think that would be funny if we did that with Culture one day.
That would be
That would be good.
amazing.
That would be good.
Hey,
I'm
that would
into
be a great bit. I want to do that now. I'll stand
That
up
sounds
and
like
do
a bit.
That'll be
I've
fun.
been rewatching all the old Whose Line episodes.
Line?
They've
Yeah,
been on
it's so
HBO
great.
Max. I freaking love that show.
indeed.
Since the British version was out there, and then followed
Yeah.
it to the U.S. version. So
No, yeah, that show was amazing. Ad libs, that was one of my favorite ones. And then always the hoedown at the very end. It was always
yeah.
touching.
yeah,
So,
Ryan Stiles always hated that one, and he's like 4 seasons into it, he's like, "Stop making me do these damn hoedowns."
Oh my
He
gosh.
would every time he had to do it, he would actually just riff on it when he had to do the hoedown because he hated it so much.
Yep.
But yeah, I think he.
I
just
don't
hated
even
singing
think
on
the person
show.
playing the piano liked the hoedowns.
Oh God, what was her name?
I don't remember.
Laura Hall.
Something.
Yeah,
Sure.
Laura Hall on the
Sounds
piano.
good.
That's sad. I can remember all this. So, yeah.
Yeah, we also got Jake D. Birdwaddle has summoned me. Well, Birdwaddle is absent-minded.
No, he's coming soon.
Yeah, but currently absent-minded. So, I think we said hello to David Glenn. Punkwaddle was trying to be responsible. We got War Monkey. We got DJ Ronnie G with his turtles. And Wookie B.
And his
Bad.
wrench. And his
Keely
wrench.
Cha- Oh, yes. Yep,
Yeah.
yep, we gave him a wrench.
Thank you.
Mrs. Flu saying hello. Izzo's Place. Izzo also is featured today. If you
Ooh.
didn't know. Coach Joe Dragon, Karen Owen, Culture, and Toxic Man Flu.
Hello, my love.
There you go. There's some love going out. Scott Westbrook and David Van Horn
Hello, hello.
and Culture Boss. There you go.
Boss.
I like
know
her
that-
new avatar.
And we know that she's also eating some food. So whatever Culture left in the freezer, or assumed.
Was it a tasty sweet treat?
It is the very thing that the boss needed upon arriving home. So I did my job.
Like an ice pack, or
I'm thinking
'cause now
alcohol.
this is just getting weird. Okay. Mike has bad knees. Hope you're doing well. Tender Warrior and Kingsport Cal and Tender Warrior. I think I already said Tender Warrior. Anyway, we got a bunch of you guys here. Now that's because this chat is moving a lot faster. I see Snowdub down there. So if you really want to be mediocre,
Snow.
Go check him out. So, anyway, get back to being on schedule. So, we're gonna wait for. Also, supposed to have Tom here. So, if you guys want to DM Tom, tag him and everything, and say, "Tom, why are you sucking?" That'd be great. You're supposed to be here. So, yeah. But anyway, so while we do that, we're going to be playing a little game for a few moments, and we're going to call it the Mediocre Things game. So now you guys have this opportunity to think of at least one thing that might be on this list. All right, so we got 5 mediocre things. Can you guess what's on here?
Can we say, what is it, vegetable, mineral, or?
Yeah, can we have a topic here that we can narrow it down to?
The topic is mediocre.
So
Oh.
anything
helps.
of mediocrity in
Yes.
any realm imaginable.
Absolutely.
Pineapple pizza.
Okay.
Is that really mediocre? That's more of a love it or hate it relationship.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I know,
it falls
I
right in
know.
the middle.
YouTube.
YouTube
boy.
being mediocre. Okay.
Applying for that monetization soon, huh? Yeah, keep going with that.
Yep.
Ah.
Bring it on. All right, Valiant, what do you got?
Mediocre. Well, geez, basically anything produced film-wise from the Walt Disney Company right now, for sure.
Ooh.
Hollywood.
I would
That's-
go with,
Hollywood is a bag of mediocrity.
That's a pointy statement.
I don't know. I think it's all been like very subpar lately. But
There are just enough, I think, good quality products coming out of there to lift the basket up from complete garbage to mediocrity. So I'm giving a little bit of deference from that standpoint.
Cal says our act. That's
Yes.
a good guess, but
Chat is
no.
harsh.
Welcome.
Joe Biden. That's a also. Is that really mediocre? That's
No,
That's really
way-
insulting mediocrity,
Yeah.
honestly.
Lucasfilm again.
No, that's just
You
a bag
guys-
of suck.
And Brie Larson. So is a bag of or block of wood, a bag of wood, a
Plank
block
of wood, I think, yeah.
plank.
Bag of wood, too. I mean, for some people, it might be a bag of. I don't know.
Pocket lint
lint.
that's a good one.
Kamala Harris. And no, that's you're
Ugh.
still you're insulting mediocrity.
Cackling hag.
Even a squirrel finds a nut.
Well, Willie Brown liked her.
Pickles.
Liked
Marvel
being the
Comics.
operative
See,
word.
now we're starting to get somewhere. And again, which Marvel Comics? We're talking like current, 10 years ago, or 40 years ago. It's not the same. Iceberg lettuce. Now, there we go. That's something. Bang on, man. Bang on. And, all right, let's see. Dave Filoni. Not Dave. Tommy. And then Miles Morales. See, that's more valid.
Yeah, I would go with that.
Ultra sabers. So if we're actually talking about those lightsabers, we got 2 of them. So
How
I
about
think they're okay.
Barbie?
Mayonnaise. Depends what you do with the mayonnaise. If you
How
just
about Barbie?
hey, spinach is not mediocre. Spinach is like so good and helpful and healthy. All right, so we got some good guesses there. All right, here we go. You guys can see what I have selected as mediocre. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
Oh no.
I really look. I'm
Okay,
a
so is
jaded-
this
I'm a Mission
Flor-
Impossible fan, so
Yeah.
I will grant that my opinion is certainly.
I'm a Mission Impossible fan too, but this is like in the scheme of Mission Impossibles, this is just like right in the middle. So it all depends on what they do after. And here's what I'm surprised about is how many people don't recognize the fact that when what was his name? Garrett, whatever, bad guy, was coming out of the train or on the train, he was like coming out of the box and he had the face mask on. How come nobody recognizes that he was being brainwashed?
That when you're talking about what Gabriel?
Gabriel, that's it.
Okay, okay. When
the other
he
G word.
So wait, when he walks out, wait, which part? I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so on the train, when he's on
Yeah.
the train, he gets out of like the coffin casket box
Oh,
thing,
yeah,
the
yeah.
chest, and he has the face mask on.
Yeah.
He pulls that off, and he's being brainwashed, obviously. And I don't know why that was never Like no one commented on that.
Well, I mean, it's clear that there's actually something in play that isn't this quote unquote entity in this film. There's a dark heart at the center of all of this, and it's definitely not this AI. But I mean, I think that's fairly clear.
Well, that's what they kind of set it up. Also, as like Carrie Elwes's character, the director of national intelligence. That I guess we're spoiling a little bit, but who's
at this point, if you haven't seen it, it's your fault.
Yeah, I mean, he's on the train, so right, he was the one that was trying to get a hold of everything, and obviously was back dealing with Gabriel. Yeah, it didn't work out well for him. So I think that's a big part of it. But I get the fact that people were dissatisfied because it wasn't a complete film, but it wasn't a complete film. I mean, that's kind of it.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. See, as a complete film, though, I would just say it's subpar or par, not subpar, par. Totally depends on what the second one comes out as, but
well, that's just it, right? If they don't deliver next summer when part 2 comes out, and that would be a disappointment. But we have to wait and see. Like I said, I enjoyed it. A little long, but I enjoyed it.
And I actually have an additive here to the mediocrity list before you go off of this one, because I want to see if I'm in the right vein of things.
Okay.
Wakanda Forever, mediocre.
Really? You go with that as mediocre? All right.
That was less than mediocre for me.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But we know the culture has
I didn't even see it.
All right, here we go. Toxic Man Flu.
Yes, very mediocre. Very mediocre.
You really want me to comment on this?
He's not very puppet-like. He's not very in the physical world.
I know, he just hides behind a avatar.
Yeah.
What a weirdo.
Anyway, he is the best mediocre little sluggy thing with tentacles that ever lived.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Pepperoni pizza.
There's no pineapple.
Well,
that's just mediocre. It's mediocre. It's just like everyone's okay with pepperoni because you could, if you're a cheese lover, because you're like 5 years old, you can take off the pepperoni, and if you just like pizza, you'll be satisfied with pepperoni cheese. And like name one person that would just be like, no, I don't want a pepperoni pizza, and just not take off the cheese or the pepperoni.
Toxic Man Flu.
Really?
Wow.
He doesn't like pepperoni pizza.
What?
Well, then you can take off the pepperonis.
Okay, well, let's go back to that previous slide then, because now I have some things to say.
Exactly.
No, he'll go for the Canadian bacon and pineapple, though.
Yeah, we got issues now.
There's too many Canadians here already.
Elizabeth Young is apparently offended, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Such is the game of life.
She's not mediocre.
She's totally mediocre.
Okay, let's specify here. Are we talking about her personally, her looks, or her acting? What are we talking about?
Okay,
or her liver.
If she's one package, she's mediocre.
No,
I would tend to agree. Mid-level. I mean, I think she's attractive.
Sure.
She's kind of the same character in every movie she's in, as far as I'm concerned.
And she's that same person in real life.
Okay, look.
Yeah.
Look, she is mediocre in intellect. In all other aspects, she's perfectly fine.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Hunter's Flea Deal.
Oh my gosh.
I think
is it happening? Is it not happening? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of in limbo right now. Like, is it happening? Is it not happening? Is it happening? I'm just seeing these back and forths everywhere. So
I tried to do a video for the Current Year channel that Ian K runs, and I got through it, and then it had changed again. So yeah this is weird sauce.
Yeah. So I just thought it'd be funny to try and make his eyes,
because that was a sweetheart deal. I don't know that it was a mediocre deal. Right now, I think it's a no deal. But I mean, I don't know. What do you think there, Valiant?
I haven't looked at the terms. Honestly, I've detached myself from this garbage so much because it just. I know honestly because it's gotten so stupid. Nothing of any serious value is ever going to happen to these people even though they all deserve it.
This one you might like, Valiant, because there was a deal, and then there wasn't a deal.
Well, I
was
remember I
almost
saw
a deal.
something they changed today.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
what happens if he doesn't? I mean, they're getting him on tax stuff and things like this. Oh, that's lovely.
Like gun charges.
Well, I saw they threw that in. I think that was just more recent, right?
Well,
Or there was something.
And they can go after him for FARA, which is the not registering as a foreign agent.
Oh yeah, Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that he was trying to skate underneath, and the judge went, "Hey, now wait a minute. Does this mean you're not going to go after all this other stuff?" Yeah, and that's where
this is the carrot for everybody, right? You'll never get Joe. You'll never get at the heart of what they really did. With all of their foreign dealings, but we'll throw you some meat with Hunter, because who cares about him? He's a junkie, and that's about all you're ever going to get. Meanwhile, they'll drum up charges on everybody else, their political enemies.
Who fixed his teeth?
Yeah, right.
Good question. But so speaking of junkies, we got Tom back here.
Hey,
Tom, how you doing?
Tom the junkie.
Tom the junkie.
Welcome.
So,
The junk food junkie.
hey,
I have to ask you, do you like pepperoni pizza?
Oh yeah.
see,
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think pepperoni pizza in and of itself could be. To me, it's not mediocre. I mean, now if it's a bad pepperoni pizza or like a cheap pepperoni pizza, I get that. But man, I'm gonna tell you what, some of my favorite pizzas that I think are excellent, way beyond mediocre, just traditional, straight up pepperoni.
To me, like pepperoni is like part of pizza. Like,
No.
like I almost never have there's the only exception I will have to a pepperoni on in any way, shape, or form on my pizzas if I'm in the rare mood for like a sausage and mushroom. And that's like the rarity, just because that taste combo gets thrown off by the pepperoni. Otherwise, everything's got to have pepperoni on it.
Agreed.
there we go.
I'm not
That's
a
a bane
pineapple
for me.
on pizza person though. Like to me, that's the no-go. Yeah.
It's so good, though.
Here we
No,
go. Here
no.
we go.
With jalapenos?
Canadian bacon, jalapenos, and pineapple again. With
You guys are
with
so
the flues.
weird.
It's so good.
So,
Is anybody gonna? When is Culture gonna breathe?
What?
He's underwater.
Wait, no. Oh, Tom, you missed that. See, we haven't told him what his background is. We were doing a Whose Line Is It Anyway, and Culture is Colin Mockery, and he has to guess where he is. So,
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I have no
There's
idea
a lot of
what you guys were
tightrope's.
talking about until I got here. I
You missed
apologize.
nothing.
That's all good, Tom. It's all good. But one of the things that we're talking about tonight is the fact that we are pushing for monetization, and Wilton he's now fighting it, and so he wanted us to observe his thoughts on what we would say and why he thinks that going with the status quo is better. So we got a little bit of a video
Do you
here.
really want to? I mean, honestly, do we
No,
have
but-
to give him a microphone? Because, he's Wilton.
It's edited.
He's trolling.
Yeah.
All
Let me
right.
explain to you in full. This is Floral. Floral wants to get monetized on YouTube, which is all wonderful and everyone agrees. We agree! Mrs. Fluid forgot how she's already overburdened with the work stuff, so she's ready for retirement. Punkwaddle? Well, he's just pondering about how great monetization would be, but not thinking about the effort that needs to go in. And Floral? Well, he's already a busy father with a wife and kids and 2 jobs. And then there's me, where I'm like, guys, don't you see? Don't you realize it would be better if we're not monetized? No! They collectively cry. And I'm like, but think about it. We could just keep doing what we're doing and not worry. And they're all like, but the monies! And I'm like, yes, but we have money. And Floral's like, no, I got money. And you got nothing but good looks, charm, and swagger. And I say, see, you admit it then. We can just relax and embrace mediocrity. And you're all like, that logic is flawless! We're so dumb and didn't think of that sooner! The end.
He
Yeah.
doesn't like you very much.
I don't remember saying any of that, guys.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm too old to remember what I said.
I think the troll learned how to use AI.
Nah, maybe. It's possible. But
Hmm.
yeah.
I don't know about that.
Is it
All right.
too late to say here I am to save the day? Have we already tanked it?
Go for it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're at a record right now. We got 50 viewers. So yeah,
That's a
yeah.
new.
So
That's a new
I
high.
just want to say, yeah, thank you. You can't hear my clapping because but it's
Right.
valid. It's valid.
Oh, hold on.
Hmm.
I gotcha. I got you, dude. Hold on.
Okay, here we go.
And we can follow that up with a.
I can do that.
So I just want to say that my computer wanted to be mediocre and crash right as we were about to start the stream.
Oh, no.
So we're celebrating on time.
Right on.
You embraced the mediocrity theme here. It was great.
Mhm.
Perfect timing.
Yep.
Because
You know
we
who else-
are
Like a,
You know,
a stellar show.
you know who else is embracing mediocrity? Seth Rogen with the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
That's not a surprise because
Hey,
trying
Tom,
to
when does that come out?
you trying to trigger that guy?
Yeah, I think I did.
August 2nd, but I'm going to see it Saturday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
does
heard
it come
that,
out early?
I'm excited to hear what you think.
No, Tom, I
There's a
heard you.
sneak preview.
Yeah, I heard you got the early access.
So yeah, so
I honestly want to see it. I've seen all the other ones.
yeah, because it's totally gonna be like all the other ones. Exactly. Anyway,
Well, I mean, they're teenagers still somehow. I don't know.
Well, I think the Simpsons stayed teenagers
turtles.
better.
sure. But
for elementary students, I guess.
Mhm.
anyway, so Wilton has a pitch as to why he thinks that we should convince the subscribers to make sure that we don't get monetized. So why don't we let him take it away? And hint, this is the song.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it now.
Subscribers, listen to me. The top 15% of YouTube is a mess. Our mediocrity is better than monetization and having to care. The paycheck is always bigger in somebody else's bank. You dream about getting richer, but you don't know what's at stake. Think how you could be doing nothing or even be working hard. So many things you could be doing. Settle for nothing more. Mediocrity. Effort is lesser, not as much stressors, or so it's for me. Monetized, you have to work all day, only for tax to take away, while we're coasting and randomly posting mediocrity. The unmonetized are happy, they vlog and they have their fun. Accounts monetized ain't happy, they work till the day is gone. But those with the work are lucky, cause fate takes a worse their toll. If algorithm gets cruddy,
Guess who I'm gonna be on the door?
hello, mediocrity. It's not a Greek name, you are not insane, that's lunacy. You could order from online, or pick it up at a scheduled time. I'd rather sit here, not to persevere. Mediocrity. Settled to be here, we are just stuck here lazily. Your mom might have a lot to say, the house is yours to just stay. You shouldn't fear it, she's just a bigot. Mediocrity. The mood is astute, the sham is the plan. The Jane should be playing in the mark in the dark. The risk is a miss, the chance happenstance. The flu, she's got no soul. The point will disappoint, the gold is a troll. The aim is so lame, the punky is junk. The one who procrastinate are they who facilitate. And oh, we'll take a nap for sure. That ends up Disney, there's smoke but no chimney, it's misery. Do your best and end up can. Nothing moves at the merchandise stand. Each little bot here is a mascot here, mediocrity. Each little mod here, they will applaud here. Mediocrity. Each little chat here, helping our stat here. That's why it's calmer with all the squatters. Yeah, we all stuck here, running amok here. Mediocrity.
That's catchy.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
it will be in
so-
your head for days.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully. And you'll be able
Not
to-
not borrowed at all. Completely original.
I
Words. Yeah.
All original
felt-
music.
I felt
Oh.
like my solo on the steel drum got cut.
Did? All right.
You know,
Actually, you know what needed to be cut out? The cuss words when trying to find the bots. That clip. Yeah, that there was a couple that snuck into the final edit that needed to be
Ooh.
re-final edited because we try to keep it PG-13 around here, so it was kind of funny. But anyway, so there you guys go. That's what we try to do around here.
It was beautiful. I felt emotional.
Now here's the question though, genuinely, what was better, the new Little Mermaid Under the Sea or that?
Oh, this.
Definitely that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Glad that
Gonna have to bring Kitty back next time.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that. You know, some of you guys actually know the names of some of the puppets, and you guys, some of the people. Yeah, the kitty is it hasn't really showed up on stream too much, but I think there might be some future endeavors bringing El Gato into the mix.
El gato.
Yeah.
Mike's not here. I had to bring the Mexican.
That's true.
or are they talking about
Mexican.
Mike RLXL7? That's
Oh, I know that guy.
yeah.
Yeah,
He we were
Is Mike
talking
here?
earlier today.
Oh,
He was in the
Is he
video.
He was in the video.
Yeah,
Yes, he's in the video.
he was in the.
Yeah.
he was playing the sax.
Mhm. And if you haven't checked him out, he's got some great stuff, great songs, response videos. Because I don't know if you saw Wilton's song, "No One Likes the British." He made a response
did.
song to that, and it was
He did.
substantially better
Well,
than anything we.
The
can
response
make,
is really
so.
good anyway.
Oh, it was
That's true.
amazing. Yeah, he and Corey tear down the house, and you can get that song on Bandcamp.
Yeah, it's a
Nice.
great song. It's great. But
This
anyway.
one time on Bandcamp.
Oh yeah.
mm,
Valiant
It's many
is
times at band camp.
Valiant's like trying to take over the world. I think.
well, when you're actually watching his head go back and forth like that, it's because he's not looking at two screens, folks. His one screen is just that friggin' big. So it's
Wow.
Nice.
I feel like he's like that world domination is coming soon. That's what I.
Not even close. Nobody has outsmoked Coach with his new channel. He
yeah.
went
oh
from-
yeah, 33 or 35K now, right?
yeah,
Dang.
yeah. In what, like a month and a half?
Yeah.
Something stupid.
Talk about Jesus one time and you get all that. That's
Yeah, he rode that Sound of Freedom wave. Good for him. Yeah, he's doing great with that. He's gonna blow
know-
by me here in probably like a week.
yep.
Yeah, you hear you're getting all this great stuff from a Black Jesus, and yeah.
Huh?
Come on, that's a great movie line. Nobody knows that.
I
Oh,
think what that's from.
21 Jump Street. 22
Oh,
Jump Street.
God, I don't
Is it one of those?
I
I
don't remember
haven't
those
seen
movies
it.
that well.
No.
No?
Come on, culture, just spoil it.
no, nope.
Okay.
Somebody in the chat knows it. I promise.
All right. Kingsport Cal says he's done wasting time. Well, Cal, I'm glad that you were great to waste time with us here. So,
Thank you for
Wonderful,
joining
wonderful.
us.
but what do we got going on here? BRB. Oh, Tom's
I
back.
don't know.
Oh, and then Punk dropped out. Like
Oh
a bad
no.
habit. So his computer's been having a great time. So that's one reason to get monetized, folks, because then in theory we can get Punk a new computer because his sucks. So yeah, 'cause he's a schlub. So anyway,
All the things.
so Valiant, tell us how things been going on your channel. I feel like you've grown by 10K in the last month.
Really?
It was
Wow.
close. It was. I have to go back and look. I think I think since maybe June 1st, the last 2 months, it's been about 15 or so, or close to it, maybe a little bit more. I think we
Wow.
started the year with about just a couple shy of 17. So we're at 42. But then, of course, the typical YouTube thing happens. You have that rapid acceleration curve in growth, and then they slam the door shut on you hard. Like this last week has been dead, nothing.
Oh no.
That's actually what happened to me, Valiant. Like in the last couple of days.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
everybody's
sad.
been experiencing it. It's especially with anything that had to do with that Pink movie that came out over the weekend. And I was covering box office. I didn't even tear it apart in the video. Just hey, it did great this weekend. It did a lot better than we expected. That video got shanked by comparison. It was hilarious. It's funny just to see how YouTube is a very fickle creature, and there's no rhyme or reason sometimes to how things work. They just happen that way, and it wasn't just the main channel. It was the second channel that our friend Jonas manages, Renegade Online, where all the clips from the live shows go. He put a video out yesterday, a clip from the Sunday show, and yeah, right. Clip from the Sunday show, and after like 10 hours, it had like 500 views or something like that.
Wow.
Which every video on that channel that has come out in the past 3 months has had like at least 2,000 or 3,000 by that point. And it had to do with the Barbie movie. So I'm telling you, there's things like that. You look at it and you see a pattern and you realize it's like, stop talking about this. I can spend an hour putting a video together and spinning my wheels. So yeah, Pro exploded. Pro got out of the gate and he hit it hard. I mean, he was putting out. So he does things I can't do. I can't put out 2 videos a day. He's kind of going full time with this, and he's done really, really well. So I mean, he started out with like 1 video a day, then he moved to 2 videos a day. So he's putting out 3-4 times the content every month that I'm putting out. So yeah,
Sometimes he even gets like 3 or 4 videos in, which I know it's pushing it for him, but
I
he
think
gets
on
it done
like a
once in a while.
Sunday he tries it on the weekend. I've tried to like back him down. I do think that there's a point of diminishing returns when you start putting out 3, 4, 5 a day. You're crushing performance of other videos that otherwise might have done better. Because I've noticed that a lot, like with bigger channels that put out 3, 4, 5 videos a day. Kind of the same thing when you look at it and you realize that sometimes it's best to give videos space. But every channel's different. It's like you never know how it's going to work out. So I try to get in as many as I possibly can when I can. I got to record one tonight after we finish up here. Tomorrow morning, because we're in earnings season again, so tomorrow morning it's going to be the Comcast Universal earnings call. So
And that's not going to be mediocre. So
that should be
No.
pretty good. I mean, it's they to be fair, because I'm always trying to be fair. Obviously, we talk about Disney's having a lot of problems in every one of their divisions. Parks, surprisingly, this summer underperforming. I think Universal Studios, they've also had underperformance this summer, but I do not believe that their issues in their parks are going to be to the extent that what Disney has suffered in their
Yeah,
parks.
I mean, I don't see their theme parks falling off as much, Valiant, but what I do see is Disney getting crushed by their cruise line. Did you see the numbers today?
I did, but I think when I looked at it, they were talking about I think that financial reporting was from through 22, was it not? The tax return you're talking about that came out? The UK return?
I can't speak to it other than beyond the headline because it wasn't widespread.
So I had a conversation with Jonas about this, and it's a great point. You're right to an extent, but if it's what I'm thinking of, I remember when I saw it this morning, I said, okay, they pulled the UK tax return. Like we just got the UK tax return for the Acolyte that Star Wars Lucasfilm is producing right now.
Which is it happening? Is it not happening?
It's done.
It's a mystery. It's a mystery. No.
My point
Valiant,
is that
it's a mystery. It's a mystery.
It's coming out the same day that Kathleen Kennedy gets fired.
There you go.
No, but with that is that the Disney Cruise Line, like a lot of those Disney productions that they produce in the UK to get those tax credits, the cruise line, the corporate entity is actually a UK entity. It's a British owned company, or a British registered company, excuse me, owned by Disney. So what happens is they get a lot of tax credits and they get special privileges for being there, but they have to report. So those tax returns come out. So I think their reporting was through the end of last year. This year, since January, you can look across the board, especially like at Royal Caribbean, has really blown up. There's a lot more activity this year. So I think a lot of those Royal Caribbean, Norwegian Cruise Line, Carnival, the big dogs out there that are publicly traded on the stock exchange, most of them didn't have great years last year. I mean, they were definitely better than where they were in 21, but they still weren't that great. This year, it seems like there's a lot more. So I don't want to use that tax return because that's data that's now literally 9 months ago, 8 months ago at this point. Disney Cruise Lines has always been one of their really bright spots, great performers, because I will give them credit as I always have. They're expensive, but let me tell you what, they are very, very good. They're very professional on those. Now, I went to
You
one
totally
back
man
in
crush
2018,
after this thing all the time. So
so it's they really do that right. So.
Speaking of doing things right, we got the Ginger Ninja with us right now, who just came in, and you might actually be able to give us a valuable opinion right now.
Okay, go for it.
So when it comes to Japan and Disney, how do you find people receiving Disney in Japan lately?
Oh, they're for the most part they're completely oblivious to everything that's going on that you guys are talking about. Like that conversation doesn't ever come up at all. All of the drama, all that stuff is just it goes completely under the cover. There's no talk about it whatsoever. Even at the cons that I work at, like Osaka, Tokyo, the subject never even gets brought up. Even like, I know this isn't Disney related, but anything like with the whole Ezra Miller, fiasco, that didn't come up as well. Like just people don't talk about it in general.
Disney doesn't push over there what they push here.
No, not
the
at
other
all.
thing that you have to consider is that the theme park in Japan is run and managed by Japan.
Right.
That's why like Disney can't just walk in there and go, "Oh, we're getting rid of your Splash Mountain," because Japan's like,
right.
No, you're not.
That's
the most popular thing we have here. You're not touching that. Piss off.
Right. Exactly.
It's not the same level of control that like the Chinese government has over that theme park, but ultimately Disney does not have autonomy in that park like they do here in the States, in California and Florida. So it's a totally different situation, and that's why they don't have those problems over there like we have here.
That's a great point value there. Yeah. It's a different kind of. To be honest, I've never been to Disneyland or Disney World in the States. I've only been to the one here in Japan, and you don't see any of those kind of. Like the things that you might see over the States that I see videos of and everything. You don't. That just doesn't happen here at all. So it's great that we don't have to, encounter those issues, and I don't have to sit around telling my daughter, "Well, this is happening because of this and this." Just go there to have fun, and that's it.
She can go and have the princess experience with princesses.
Yeah. Yes,
exactly.
And they all look like you think they would look like.
They do.
They look like the cartoon. They look like the movie. They look like this. They look like that.
That's
it's like,
nice.
Well, we're gonna have body positivity Belle here today. So no.
Exactly. Yeah, you
Yikes.
don't see that at all. Well, for the moment, I don't know if changes like that are coming down the line. You do see things creeping in here and there, but it's nothing. I just hope it doesn't go mainstream like it has in other Western cultures and countries. What's one of the comfortable things about living here? Maybe I'm kind of mediocre, like mediocre, that kind of sense where I don't want to encounter those things on a daily basis. So living over here can be comfortable in that sense. Yeah. So we go to the theme parks to have fun and to just escape things, and we're able to do that. Yeah. Good question there, Floral. You deserve to be monetized for that.
Thank you. I work out. So Floral doesn't like snowed up puppets on his show because it would be actually funny. Well, I mean, sure, if that's how you feel.
And hard to keep PG-13. Just saying.
Yep. Better to be unfunny and PG-13 than, funny and not, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like we've upped our game around here a little bit. Like, look at the production of our music. Like, it's sounding better and better every day. We got guys
And
in the
this
background
panel.
working on that stuff. I know, and we got other people even volunteering now to help out with some music production stuff. And here's the thing, folks:
Yeah.
if you just want to help out in some way because you're like, I have a skill or ability, and you just want to have some fun, we're not opposed to having people help out and showing up on stream and doing fun stuff, so long as you obey the guidelines. But yeah, if you want to get involved, like, we're not like exclusive to just us. If you want to do stuff and try stuff, or you got a puppet that you want to try working with or whatever, I mean, we do it all the time. So experimentation. And here's the thing too, like, we want to be able to make this a thing where guys like Valiant, if their kids see them on the show, they're not gonna be like, Dad, what are you doing? Other than the fact that their dad's talking to a puppet. So, I mean, they might get judged for that, but if their kid came on the show, you don't have to worry about anything. You know what I mean? So, there you go. There's
Yeah.
my spiel. So, anyway, so here's the thing too: as we do get monetized and as we push hard for all this, it'll allow us to do more fun stuff and be able to tap other people on the shoulder and say, hey, do you want to get involved? So, like, right now, I've been talking with Mike XRL7. It's been a mouthful,
Mhm.
but about doing like a anything you can do, I can do better kind of a thing. So, because that'd be fun.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm. So, anyway, we got a ponderance to play here, so I'm gonna play that.
Got to
And-
bring Punk in.
So,
That was a great song, by the way. I'm
Thank
still got it here. Yeah, it sounds familiar. I feel like I've heard it before somewhere else, but can't quite put my finger on it. I'll think about
You'll
it
be
later.
humming it for days.
it's possible. It's possible. All right, here we go. Ponderance time.
Ah, brilliant. Howdy, everybody. How y'all doing? Well, as you all may know, we are at Under a Rock celebrating the mediocrity of our mere existence. So, I hope that all you guys have your smartphones on Do Not Disturb, because today we're going to talk about phoning it in. That's right, phoning it in. Now, as you may recall, the cell phone and the smartphone came from a thing called the telephone, which you probably know, and was invented by that guy Alexander Graham Bell, who, well, he wanted to be able to say something farther than his voice could carry, in another room or even to another state. And I mean, that guy was pretty lazy, right? He just didn't want to use his vocal cords to shout. And in that same vein, as the cell phone has developed over the years, I think we've kind of forgotten that it's used for voice. So, it's really easy to just pick up your phone, Google something, look something up. You really don't have to do anything anymore. You don't have to go anywhere, not just to talk or communicate. You can just have everything you need at the tips of your fingers. So, in that vein, we are excited to be here and to reach you guys with putting in that much minimum effort as we all do with our smartphones. So, and if you don't believe me, well, just pull out your smartphone and Google it. Come celebrate mediocrity with us right now. Till next time, bye!
So the penguin, he's all upset because his computer isn't working, but that's okay. He's kind of short and boring anyway. So, but now we got a party.
Be
'cause we got,
nice.
two soulless people. We got Ginger Ninja and we got Mrs. Flu. So we know that the Degenerate 3 is going pretty good. And then we got Valiant, who is a Phil, and Culture, who is a homeless person. So this is wonderful. I'm loving this. So
He doesn't look homeless.
He's in the sea.
well, I mean, he could be a hobo in front of like a fancy restaurant's window.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, nice aquarium.
See? Just like Tom.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Sorry, I just want to see if
Hi
he was
there.
dead or was he alive. So yeah. So anyway, Punkwaddle's been having computer problems though, guys. So that's why he's not here. So we gotta show Punkwaddle some love. So if you can just like reach out and pet a penguin on Twitter and say, Punkwaddle, I love you with all my heart.
And well, and
Like an orca.
especially,
Like an orca. What?
well, and especially breaded with butter.
There's
Yes.
that. Yeah, you can eat Punkwaddle.
Very good.
Like, and that's where I was going with that. I was gonna say like I love you like an orca. So
Yeah,
because
but
orca.
it took you like 2 or 3 weeks to get there. So
Sorry. Well, I mean, I am a troll. I gotta like stir the pot. You gotta set the stage and like allow the things to come alive. So
Are you
You know,
sure
we
he doesn't
could have
keep on? Yeah.
we
Oh,
could have everybody in the chat put in some sort of hearts and things for love for Punk.
Hey.
Do it, do it, do it.
or F in the chat for Punk.
F, I'll put it F. That sounds good.
There you go. F in the chat for Punk.
That doesn't sound nice.
F in the chat.
Yeah.
Put beautiful things in the chat.
Isn't F in the chat like you click F for like the thing of like dying on the screen or whatever, or like
I don't know.
I don't know, or they click X. I don't know.
I'm just tapping this little heart button a bunch. Let's see.
Heart, 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 heart.
You don't
heart.
really see those on
yeah.
StreamYard though.
Yeah.
See, people are doing F in the chat. Some people like Punkwaddle.
The lovely Sherry did it right.
You got
Thank
Jedi
you.
Bill, Wookie, Toxic, Scott, Christopher, memes. Hello, yeah, Siri. Hello, Siri. Siri, I'm so sad that YouTube has put in all these rules that you can't change your name regularly. Because then when I come on screen, you're no longer Stabby Siri, and Stabby Siri is the best Siri. Lovely Siri. Well, she's great, but boring. So, anyway,
She is a meme goddess.
she is.
Yes.
So she's getting better every day too. So,
She memed you much lately?
No. In fact, she hasn't like talked to me at all lately. So I'm kind of offended. But at the same time, though, I'm looking up at the number right up there. It says 60 people. So we're totally at like a record right now. And so I'm blaming Valiant and his Fox News stuff. So now Tom shows his face and the numbers dropped like 2. So that tells you something. Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, he was in the song.
He was.
I saw him. Yeah.
He
Nice
was dancing.
moves.
You're
Yeah.
dancing in there, yeah.
Tom has some good moves. So, but no, I was thinking Tom. Okay, so can we talk about mediocrity for a second, Tom?
Why do you automatically think of me when you think of mediocrity?
Well, I was thinking on your stream, was it last night or whatever, on one of the After Darks, you entered in with a song and you were playing your guitar and you were just like jamming out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You should have done that on screen. It was just like your boring little avatar, and like we could tell that you had all the passion and the love on your guitar and in your hand with holding it and playing out. Then you're just like hiding behind your avatar, and we wanted to see what Tom looked like if he was going to serenade someone in love.
Well, that's the thing. It's pre-recorded.
That's pre-recorded.
Well, I pre-record the music and I sing it that way. The only time I do it live is when I'm on Comics Division. Then I usually have to pre-record it or re-record it or whatever because I usually mess up or those guys laugh too much.
Well, and then we need it for like later shows.
Yeah.
I do everything.
Yeah, you're talking about the song that's safe for CMT. Yeah.
You're so talented.
I believe that's the one.
Tom is talented.
Very much so.
He's got a lot of talent in terms of memory and retaining all that bunch of Hollywood information. It's kind of impressive. He can just like recall this movie, this line at this time. Valiant, he's got all the numbers. He's just like, hey, Hollywood, you suck at your numbers. And we're like, yeah, okay. And then Jinja, he can draw better than most of the guys in Hollywood now. And then you got Culture, who's like kind of like I don't know what you call it, not a mixed bag, but like a master of all. You know it all. Like
you said it's PG-13. I don't know if any of my songs would work for PG-13.
Oh no.
If you keep it PG-13,
we'll just point
edit
people
it
to your channel.
yeah.
Self-editing.
So
Next up, self-editing Tom.
Let me see if I can find one that's semi PG-13.
Shiny apple,
Okay.
happy people holding hands.
I mean, maybe Go Brandon Go.
Yeah, do it.
That's PG-13 enough.
It is safe. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
There's no
let's see.
swear words in it, at least.
Okay. And if you need to edit a part, just go na 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 or something like that.
Or say mayonnaise. Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise? I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, you can say mayonnaise or watermelon. Like if you need a song and you're in a choir, yeah, you're in like everybody's singing around you, and you don't want to look like an idiot because you forgot the words. You just mouth watermelon a bunch, and you're good.
Watermelon, watermelon.
Or sing a superior song, because you can always use that. Like if you're in a choir and you forget the words, but you got the microphone right in front of you, you just scream out a whole different song, and great.
Oh, okay, that works.
Here, Tom, let's hear it. Serenade, regale me.
All right, we'll try to do this.
I'll just
regale us.
Oops. Okay. This is Go Brandon Go. Let's do this one.
Okay, do it.
I'm just trying to be president, but I don't know where my medication went. I must have lost it falling up the stairs. Oh, those black kids really love my leg hairs. Oh, Brandon, go round and round. Falling up the stairs is so much harder than falling down. Oh, yeah. Go, Brandon. Falling up the stairs is so much harder than falling. I lost my son in Vietnam. His name was Lieutenant Dan. Lost his legs and he ate ice cream. Oh, yeah. Shrimp and boat was his only dream. Oh, yeah. We are living the American dream.
I miss Lieutenant Dan.
Did someone say ice cream?
I love ice cream.
Ice
I
cream!
hear voices all the time. They tell me what to say. Read the prompter. Watch out for that pole. Stop sniffing that kid and get your finger out of that hole. Yeah, 'cause falling up the stairs is so much harder than falling down. There you go. Close.
That was lovely, Tom.
That was not very good.
And like the visual performance on that too was absolutely stellar. Like I feel like you received my criticism from the heart and then took it and applied it by turning on your camera while you played that song in front of everyone. So there we go. We can see your face now, 'cause then we can see what kind of effort and what.
We're celebrating mediocrity. It fit right in.
Rough.
Fabulous.
Wow.
Fabulous.
Wow. Okay.
Fabulous.
Well, so yeah, Tom, you keep going. You keep going, because now we got to do those outros because we're at the hour mark, and this is when we roll out, folks. So,
Wait.
what?
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, if you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed yet, your mother doesn't love you. But if you do, your mom will love you extra, and you'll probably get extra Christmas presents. So, and if you don't have a mother, maybe you'll get one.
Speaking of mothers.
Uh-oh. Where's this one going?
I know, right?
I was feeling mighty randy, I just couldn't hide it, and I had my cell phone handy, so I slipped on somewhere private. Well, my mouth started to water, and I couldn't believe the size of those cans. Ain't no one hotter. I met your mom on OnlyFans.
Mag's a topic for you. There you go. So,
I'm her best customer. She's good to me. She loves the gift I send her 'cause she bakes cookies. I'll make her mine. I don't care how. Yeah, she's the best I ever had. Don't give me that look now, cause someday I might be your dad. Oh yeah.
I love
Met
that.
your mama on
All right.
OnlyFans. There you go.
So Tom, just okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So now, let's
my
start
goodness.
with Valiant, the guy who, well, he's got one of the bigger channels in the world, and
Well,
growing. And also, I want to know first, how do you get in contact with Fox News and all the other mainstream media so that you can become relatively famous and quoted as that accountant guy at without a name?
box office commentator and
Well,
analyst.
apparently, what you do is you make a video and then wait for your phone to start blowing up at 10 o'clock at night when you're about to go to sleep, saying that
Okay.
you need to go turn on the TV because Fox News just happened. That's it. That's all I can tell you because that's that's how it went
I
down.
think the voice helps too. Yeah, I'll just be
That's
honest.
true.
I
That's
can
true.
listen to.
You got a
Right.
sexy voice.
I'm not
I mean-
sipping.
I made a video. And
I love
Fox-
how I'm the only female on the panel here, and everyone else is saying that, but we all thought it.
Yeah,
See.
I just did it. I went out there.
Just saying.
You're a redhead. So Valiant, you got random phone calls, and so how did they get your number?
Oh no, this was just people on Twitter and sending me emails with like other YouTubers, friends
okay.
of mine, just
I gotcha.
hitting my
Okay.
phone up and going, you just were on, you featured on Greg Gutfeld's show, you're on Fox News, and I'm like, what?
So
Did
great.
they pay you?
No, that would have been great, but no, that's
Ugh,
fine. I mean,
jeez.
well, free advertising, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah,
That's something.
Boom.
All right.
yeah.
Cool. So anything that you want to plug?
Like I
Earnings
said,
calls coming up.
yeah, we've got the earnings call tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. So just about
Beautiful.
11 hours from now is when that'll start. 10 hours from now, or so. Yeah, 10 hours from now. I'm translating. I'm looking at my central time zone here on my clock versus quoting Eastern time. So 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. We'll start streaming. The earnings call will start at 8:30 Eastern for Comcast Universal. And we're also going to be covering, I think, August 3rd should be Warner Brothers, if I'm not mistaken. And the big one, August 9th, Disney. So stay tuned. We've
That's gonna be great.
It is earning the next couple of weeks. We're going to have a lot of extra live shows just weather, right? That's going to be a great marker. And the reason that Comcast earnings is so important is because, that crew is probably going to come out swinging tomorrow. I think, relatively speaking, they had probably a pretty good quarter for the parks.
Oh yeah, they
all
did.
things considered. I know it's going to be down, but it's probably going to be a lot better, I think, than what Disney may show us in a few weeks. But that's what everybody's going to be looking at. What is Universal's performance? And again, taking out the fact that obviously Comcast, the bulk of their business model, the
Internet.
bulk of their operating income, right, is broadband service, cable service, all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to studios, when it comes to theme parks, those are the areas that we really focus on, obviously, for the earnings call. But that's going to portend where's Disney going to go, and Disney's going to have 2 weeks to maybe polish up the scripts for that earnings call on the 9th, because people look at Comcast as compared to Disney because it's the closest comparison we have, because things like Warner Brothers and Paramount, yeah, they're great. They're nice to compare to Disney, and they should be, but they're more pure studio plays. You got Universal and Disney are always side by side, at least those segments, because Disney's got the parks and they've got the studios. Universal, inside of Comcast, you've got parks and studios. So very, very, good comparative metrics there. So we got to see how they work out. Plus, of course, the parks are literally next to each other in the same places in the country on East and West Coast. So that's always a good measure. So we'll see how it
Awesome.
goes in the morning.
I'm excited to listen to you. Anyway, Culture, what do you got?
Apparently, I'm getting up in the morning to watch Valiant, and then
There you go.
yeah, I do a show on the weekdays called the 6 Minute Daily, which is incredibly poorly named. Because
I think it's aptly named because it goes for 6 minutes, and then if people want the
Six more.
bonus round, they can stick around.
well, tomorrow we'll definitely do the full 12 minutes of the 6 minutes and probably get bonus time. Although Who
That's so
knows?
kind
I
of
mean, it
you.
depends.
Yay.
It depends upon how long Valiant goes. There may not be room for bonus time.
Mm.
I know
We'll,
the
we'll
shills will be watching. So I know
we'll
I
be we should be done long before the 6-minute daily show.
That's
Oh,
fair.
okay.
That's
Well, fair
fair.
enough.
Yeah.
But
Usually
Unless
those
something
earnings
big
calls, we
happens.
usually maybe go 2 hours or so with that.
Yeah,
two,
we
two
got
and a half.
And this,
we
there's
got
no Bob Chapek to screw around, or
that's right.
Chapek.
Different guy, Brian
Iger,
Roberts in
Iger.
this case. But
Yeah,
yeah.
Brian. Mhm.
But
Yeah.
Iger can't like put his foot in his mouth this time.
Speaking of
Hey.
mouth, foot, trench mouth, whatever you want to call Bob, trench mouth Bob, bomb factory Bob. I mean, pick
good.
one. Yeah, but anyway,
Bob,
he actually drew my ire in a video for tomorrow. So if you get a chance to watch that one, it would be nice to see my video get more than 500 views because I went from 11,000 views to 500 views. I don't know what's going on. It's
Oh
crazy.
no.
Everybody's getting smacked.
It's
I
weird.
mean, the last several days. I mean, Bro got hit. I mean, his view count went way down, and he was still putting
Yeah.
out. I mean, it's just one of those. YouTube a few times every year seems like they slam the brakes on certain channels, and I think it's cyclical. Because all of a sudden it's everything. It's the sub growth has just been smashed to near nothing by comparison to where it was going. But that, again, we all have these experiences, and you'll have this experience too after you get monetized. You'll see it's going to come in peaks and valleys in terms of how it's never quite as linear as you'd like. And even if you have a good long run of several months of great growth, you're going to hit a wall. I promise you. It's just YouTube.
Oh, yeah,
is
it's built-
stupid when it comes to that.
built
I
in.
love hitting walls.
Yeah.
It's built in. I mean, you'll go great guns and you'll be all tumescent, and then all of a sudden, flaccid.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to have been hitting the wall the whole time. I don't know.
So that means, folks, that you need to subscribe to Ginger Ninja. He's got some cool stuff. So Ginger, plug your stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I do a live art stream every Sunday. I've been absent as of late, just with taking just a bit of a hiatus, but I'll be back and running along with things here soon. It's summertime over here in Japan, so everybody's on vacation and we're out doing things and this and that. But yeah, I've actually I've gone into I took a little bit of time off of doing painting outside. So I've gotten back into the habit of hopping on the bike and riding around the neighborhood and just find just little places to do some landscape paintings and things like that. So I've been studying James Gurney. I don't know if you've heard of him. He did Dinotopia. Dinotopia, the book with the with the people who live with the dinosaurs. It's a very famous illustrated book. But he has a bunch of like tutorials and lighting and coloring. So I've just kind of been diving into that and trying to up my game and do some paintings outside and stuff. It's a very zen moment for me. So be on the lookout for some videos. I'm going to do some videos on those, on my techniques. And I'm going to start posting those hopefully within the near future. And yeah, and then get back into swing of things with Tokyo Comic Con and Okinawa Comic Con coming up in a few months. I have to get some new stuff ready for that. So just be on the lookout for that. Yeah.
Can I
That's about
ask,
all.
when
Go
are
for
you
it.
supposed to be in the States?
Unfortunately, I was wanting to be there right now, but that didn't go through with Boston. I didn't get into
no.
Boston either. So yeah, to be honest, it was a bit of a frustrating. I don't want to talk about it too much, bring down like the mood and everything, but the people had me waiting until like a week and a half before the thing. Until last week, I was just like kept asking them over and over, like, "Am I going? Am I going? Am I going?" And they would never give me an answer. Then finally, I got one last week, and it was just like, "I'm never going through you guys again." Sorry. So I don't think I'll ever be working with Fan Expo. I'll just concentrate on other places because, sorry, Fan Expo, if you're listening, you need to work on your professionalism. But that's just me.
There you go. So
Yeah.
Valiant has to bail. So just gonna say, Valiant, we love you. Thank you so much for showing us your love and affection. You
Yes.
stubbly, bubbly wonder, and we think that you're gonna be great. So you have a great night, and work on that video that's gonna be coming out soon, and get ready for that phone call tomorrow, because you're gonna have to get some rest for that, huh?
Well, I'm gonna finish up a video here real quick. Hopefully, the next 15-20 minutes I can knock that out, and then I've got to get everything prepped. That's one thing I hate about these morning earnings calls. It's like, because the last couple times I forgot to get stuff set up the night before, and I'm running in the morning, and I'm like, trying to get everything going, and so I got to set all that up tonight so I can get out of bed, grab my coffee, come sit in this chair, at basically 6:30 in the morning my time, and get ready to start the show. So
there you go.
Yeah, you're gonna do wonderful. You're gonna do great.
You go live at 5 a.m. my time, bro. So I'll be there.
Get out of California.
Coffee in hand, bro. I'll be like rocking the coffee.
So I'm drinking coffee right now, which is not helping me.
No.
But anyway, have
Thank
a good
you,
night,
Valiant.
gentlemen and ladies.
Love you.
Good to see everybody.
Good
Take
to be
care.
on stream with
Thank
you.
you,
Nice to see you.
sir.
And
Good luck.
See you
Awesome.
again.
And Tom, what do you got?
Hey, Tom.
Okay, we'll
Hetero
wait for
white
Tom.
meat.
What am I
Tom.
doing?
Just do you have something you want to plug?
Oh, you can find me on Midnight's Edge After Dark, of course.
There we
There
go.
we go.
There you
And
go.
Mrs. Flu, have you and Tox ever been in a panel together before?
Other than here,
Sir.
he's been on our show, but I
yeah,
don't
they-
think we've
yeah,
been together
yeah.
anywhere else. No.
There you go.
Does someone want to have us on? Or
Yeah.
me?
Do you get? They're looking for marriage counseling, so
I
they
can
won't
give you
accept
all
it
the
from me.
counseling because I managed to stay married to Tox. So there you go.
Well, there you go.
Yes.
So take advice on how
a
to spare
test
your soul
in
from a
grace.
redhead.
Grace and patience. Grace and patience. And
Yeah,
then
well,
there's the things I deal with.
She's a very
Those are my two favorite strippers.
On that note, we're gonna wrap up this stream because we're 12 minutes longer than we know.
PG-13.
So thank you so much, everyone. We love you all. Hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for all the love and support. You guys
Like,
are
share, and
great.
subscribe.
Snowed Up says Mead Radio rocks. So there you go. There's also that if you want to subscribe to Tom and Mead Radio, which I think is on Rumble now, right?
Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Tom was referring to paint strippers, right? That's what I was talking about.
Sure.
Paint. Yes.
Yep.
Paint.
Yep.
Yes. All right.
Yes,
Awesome.
painting.
So anyway, folks, on that note, have a great night. Don't let anybody take you, and don't join gangs. And
Song.
Tom, can you play us a song out
Something we can all sing.
for like 30 seconds?
Or just
We
sing.
all live in a
Yellow submarine. A yellow
Yellow
submarine.
When you were young and your heart was an
open book.
You used to
You
say, live and let live.
Oh, wow, it sounded like a crone.
In which we live in. Okay, let's go.
Raid
Those
Vax.
can-
Go there.
Go to
Hey,
Zach.
Zach.
To the A track.
Breathe.
Go to Zach.
Yeah, he's also Canadian. Show him
Yeah.
love. And he also has a
And
great
I-
cast.
Bless his
And he-
soul.
And he's going to be on my show.
Oh, there you go.
Yay.
Love you
Woo.
guys.